This is Brandy Morgan. On January 18th, 2022, she bought alcohol at this liquor store. As she was leaving, she deliberately drove her vehicle into an unsuspecting pedestrian and then fled the scene.
Brandy, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? Sorry,
That's okay. I'm Detective Balnap, Falls Police Department. You got a second we can talk?
Yeah, I do. What's going on?
So, I am here about an incident that happened on January 18th. Have you any idea what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
Okay.
If you refresh my memory, I probably might.
Okay. I'm thinking, I know you know what this is talking about because I know you've seen it in the news, and I know that you're kind of scared of what's going on and the repercussions, but it's in reference to a vehicle accident in the Winco parking lot.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do you recall what happened there?
No idea.
Okay.
Brandy decides to play dumb, not realizing that the parking lot had cameras and eyewitnesses.
I guess let me go back a little bit, okay? I've been investigating this since it happened, okay? I understand there's more to the story than what I know right now, okay? But I also know what happened, okay? I know that your vehicle was used to run somebody over and that you were the driver.
Okay.
I know those things, okay?
All right.
I understand there's more to the story on the backside of that, the reasoning to and why. And that's what I'm kind of interested in right now. Would you like to tell me about that?
I don't think that's in my best interest, is it?
What do you mean by that?
I'm making legal statements here, like, do I need...
You always have the ability to have an attorney.
What's going on right here?
You always have the ability to have an attorney with you. Right now,
Okay.
I'm here having a conversation with you. You're not under arrest. You're not in handcuffs. You're not anything.
Am I on the record?
You are on the record because I'm a police officer.
Say anything.
Okay. Would you like to disclose the other half of it that I could try to investigate now?
You could look up a statement that I made to the Rexburg police years ago.
Okay.
With me and my daughter.
Okay. So let me ask you this. You don't want to talk to me, is that correct?
I don't think I should.
Okay. Can you look at this for me?
To plead the fifth for a moment.
Okay. Will you just look at this for me? Specifically right up here, okay?
Brandy pleads the fifth. This means she refuses to answer any questions about the case. When someone detained by the police invokes their Miranda rights by expressing a desire to remain silent, the police must stop the interrogation.
Okay.
Notice that he doesn't get up. What do you think happened to him? We can stop it there. That's the end of it.
Okay. I have no idea.
Okay.
Would you like to tell me?
Well, I mean, if you want to plead the fifth, and
Then you have to, whatever. Okay.
it's not a one-way street, right? I'm not going to give you free information if I'm not also getting information. Okay.
Okay.
It's concerning to me.
To anything, but there is a backstory.
And I don't need you to admit to it. I have your car on camera doing it, and you are the exact several witnesses of who it is, right? I'm not here by chance, right? Like, you and I both know I landed here. I mean, the sticker came off the back of the car, all of that, once it hit the news. It's not like I'm just here just blowing smoke and going after every Dodge Nitro that's in any parking lot or registered to anybody in Idaho Falls, right? I'm here because I have investigative steps that have led me to here. And the backstory, I am interested. So I can call. Were you under Bainbridge then, or was it under Morgan, or what was it under?
It might be under my daughter's name. She's the one that made the statement.
Okay.
Ashley Hutchison.
Hutchinson? What year was it?
Oh, let's see. It was probably about 5 years ago.
Brandy is referring to a police report her daughter filed 5 years prior. The report stated that a man named Peter Medina had committed a major crime against her, but due to insufficient evidence, nothing was ever done about it. Brandy assumed that the man she hit was Peter, but the detective is letting her know it was not.
And it's something that happened in Rexburg, is that correct?
Well, yeah, I think...
In Madison County?
In Madison County, yeah.
Okay. So is it Madison County Sheriff's or is it Rexburg?
It was Madison County, I think, yeah.
Okay. So obviously you said you don't want to talk to me anymore, but I do have a question because generally speaking, I think this is mistaken identity. Who is the male that supposedly, whatever happened to Aspen?
Peter Medina.
Peter Medina. Okay. Would it change the situation at all to know that you didn't hit Peter Medina?
Oh, hell yeah.
You didn't.
Great.
You hit an innocent person and broke both of his feet, required surgery, and kept him away from his job. Does that change the situation?
A little bit.
Okay. Do you want to talk to me now?
I don't know.
It's up to you. I'm not going to force you to talk to me, but I think that's something you need to know.
Yeah.
That Peter, what's his last name?
Medina.
Geronimo is the person that you hit. A guy that goes to work every day, has never had a run on the law, never done anything bad, goes to work and was simply stopping at the liquor store to get something that his wife requested him to get. And instead he got 2 broken feet for it.
Damn.
Do you think our anger and our haste and our anger probably overclouds
Oh, probably
the situation?
It's the biggest regret of my life. I failed my daughter.
Huh?
After being told that she hit an innocent person, Randy says that her biggest regret is not that an innocent person was hurt, but that she failed her daughter by not hitting the right person.
And I investigate those crimes every day. I live with them every day. I mean, I have small children. I get that. I live with that, and my heart breaks for you. And I will wholeheartedly say the amount of anger that you have towards that person is the same amount of anger that I would have towards that person if something happened to my child. And I go after these people that do this to their children or their stepchildren or their neighbors or whatever it is, and I do everything in my power to put them away because I don't want that to be my child and I don't want that to be somebody else's child.
Right. Well, thank you.
And whatever happened here, obviously I don't know, but what Peter is alleged to do is not appropriate.
Yeah.
But in anger and in haste, we mistaken identity now has led to a family with their only breadwinner with two broken feet, and he works on his feet all day, every day. Had to put a ramp in front of their house for a wheelchair, like all these things that happen to them, because in a fit of what we think is recognition, anger takes over and we don't see necessarily what exactly is happening. He may look similar, I will give you that. He may look similar and I don't know what he looks like, but you have the wrong person. You ran over the wrong person and left him there in the parking lot. Was there anybody else in the car with you? You sure?
I'm sure. I don't want to tell you there was other people.
Okay. There was other people in the car though, and while I understand you don't want to tell me, they are complicit to a crime. So I know this is a crappy situation for you. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. It looks really bad, right? But it gets worse if you are obstructing an investigation, okay? At most, I'm looking at them to get a witness statement, but they also have information about a felony crime that occurred, and they withheld information. That's an issue, right? So I know there's other people in the car, and I would like to speak to the other people in the car. Would you be willing to provide that information for me?
Maybe.
Would you like to expound on what maybe means?
I need to make sure someone's able to take care of my kids.
Oh, here's the deal. I'm not, regardless of what you say today, I'm not taking you out of here in handcuffs. Like, I'm not here to march you out in front of your coworkers and everybody else.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise them anyway.
What's that?
I said it wouldn't surprise them. I'm always looking for trouble.
Well, but I'm not here to make your life miserable and add insult to injury, right? Regardless of what you tell me today, you walk out of here and you go back to work.
Right?
Well, yeah, there's consequences for our actions. There will always be consequences for our actions. That's why we teach our kids, the difference between right and wrong. And I understand your plight. I get it. I understand your plight that you saw somebody and you had a fit of anger and you ran somebody over thinking it was this person that did these horrible things to your kid. I can understand that, but it doesn't make it the right choice, right?
No, it doesn't.
I can sympathize with that, but it doesn't make it the right choice, and there's still consequences for actions. We live in a land of rules. Mm-hmm. And this is why I'm talking to you, to give you the opportunity and the ability to get this all out there, because I think it's been weighing on you. I mean, scraping the sticker off as soon as we came out with the news release and you saw it, and well, as soon as you did it.
I was absolutely certain that it was 100%. So I wasn't feeling bad.
So you didn't care?
I hope that he heard every day for the rest of his life. I'm not sure.
Brandy is clearly very upset about what happened to her daughter, but as the detective stated, vigilante justice is not tolerated in our society.
Like I said, I can sympathize with that and I can understand that. But Geronimo, the fact of the matter is Geronimo is the one that's been hurt and not Peter. And that's, I mean, we took a family of 4 and changed their entire life because their 50-something-year-old dad, who's been working his whole life, who literally is just a hard worker, and now he's basically crippled until his feet get better, and that could be better than, up to a year, right? So while I understand your plight, there are still consequences for our actions. But I'm not taking you out of here in handcuffs. I will write my report and I will follow up with men. How does it go?
I need to not talk about it. I'm in charge of the kitchen. I probably need to go figure.
Okay. So you're not going to cooperate and tell me who else is in the vehicle?
I need to consult somebody, and then can I come make a statement later or something?
What do you mean by consult somebody?
A legal somebody.
Okay. Do you have one on retainer?
No.
Okay.
I make $1,000 a month.
Okay. So I guess what's your plan for that?
I have no idea.
Because
find somebody I know.
Generally speaking, in this situation, if you can't afford it, then it just kind of keeps going in a loop and loop and loop and loop. Okay.
I need to at least do some research myself, I guess.
Research for what?
On what I should do.
Okay. You have the ability to do whatever you think is right? If you want to be done talking, then we can be done talking. I'll quit bugging you and get back to it, okay? I will say this, and this is not a threat, this is not anything, but not getting cooperation by who else is in the vehicle to advance my investigation will result in search warrants and things like that to gain that information. And that's not a threat, and that's not trying to coerce you. That's simply the next investigative step is that I will just start laying out search warrants to get that information. Okay? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're in charge of the kitchen, right? Do you have a phone to call somebody?
My boss is coming back anytime. I'm just...
Okay, but do you have your phone on you right now?
No, but I can...
Okay. Okay. Well, I will tell you this. As of right now, I am seizing your phone. Based off... I know that's where I'm going to find out it is, okay? And then that way, I guess let's put it this way. I'll do it not that what we're talking about is not legal, but I'll do it the legal way so that you don't have to, I guess, dime somebody out, right? Does that make sense? So that when it's all said and done, you can say that you didn't tell him who was in the car or whatever else it is. But that's what's going to happen, okay?
Okay.
I am concerned about your ability to contact your family if I take your phone.
Yeah.
Is there a secondary means that you can get a hold of them?
I'll find somebody and go buy a whole new phone, I guess.
Well, that's not, I'll give your phone back to you. That's not the issue, right? You will get your phone back. As soon as I process it, you'll get it back. So that could, we could very well talk about that being today, right? Would that be helpful if I can just get it processed? Then what time are you done working today?
At 3.
3? It's 11:40 right now. Would that work better for you to process and get it back to you today by the time you leave at 3?
Sure.
I'm really not trying to play tricks with you. I'm trying to work with you. I know you're upset at me. I know you're upset about this situation.
It sucks.
It does suck. Like I said, my heart goes out to you. As a parent and all that, I get that, but it's not quite the situation we thought it was. So that being said,
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to finish work. So just get it back to me when you can. I can't go work right now.
is that because you're afraid of the consequences, or because of what I've told you about who it was?
Yeah, both.
Both. So what's going through your head about what your possible consequences are?
I don't want to get into it. I need to go see what's going on, and then I need to go. I would gladly meet up with you and talk later.
Yeah. Think later today, or do you think later this week?
Okay.
That's my card, okay? Obviously, Officer Brzee has ability to contact me as well, okay? Like I said, Brandy, I'm not here to make your life miserable. I'm not here to be rude to you. I'm not here to heavy hand you. I'm not here to tell you that you're a horrible person. I think a mistake was made. I think a horrible mistake was made, and it's gonna be with you for a while. But I think a mistake nonetheless, okay?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lifetime.
Okay.
Brandy was charged with aggravated battery and leaving the scene of an accident. She was sentenced to 2 to 12 years in prison. This meant she must serve a minimum of 2 years before going in front of a parole board. At that point, they would then decide if she is to be released.
Can I just bring my phone to you?
I'll come with you with it.
Great, okay. Sydney Summers. Did she show up?
She's good. I'm gonna go with her, grab her phone. You wanna come with me? Well, I'll tell you about it in a minute. I just don't really want to try not to make a big deal in front of her coworkers, so.
Take the lock off for you.
Okay. And we can step back here so we're not in the middle of everybody.
That's alright, everybody's already seen.
Well, they've seen the police officers here. So, and I guess to explain this, I don't have any reason to go through all your phone and see all of your information and pictures or anything else like that, okay? I'm simply going to look for something very specific, and then we'll get back to you, okay? Okay. Okay. Is there a different contact information that somebody you live with, something that I can get it back to you? That way when I'm done with it, I can get it right back to you rather than having to try and wait until I get to at school again?
I don't know.
Okay. You have my card, okay? As soon as you have somebody else that you can call, so I can get it right back to you, okay? I'm not trying to deprive this of you any further, okay? Okay, thank you.
Don't start telling me what to do.
Okay.
Okay, you guys good?
Yeah.
Good? Okay.
Thank you for watching this video. I will see you next time here on the Red Tree Crime YouTube channel.